Okay, ladies and gentlemen, welcome to another exciting engagement with Urban Planning Studio Hub, where we constantly try to bring a lot of techniques and quick solutions to GIS and remote sensing processes and techniques. Today I would like us to go on a tour on how you could actually download both you could get historic climatic data of any region of the world of your choice. So I'll be utilizing Google Chrome as my browser. So once you're in your Google Chrome, you connect your server, you connect your browser to a network, then you click on World Bank Knowledge Portal. You click it and run it open. Click on the first link here, and then it gets you to this page. Then you go to country. You first of all select your country, the country of your choice. So I'm actually showing this content from Nigeria, so I would love to use Nigeria. So you could actually zoom in, you could zoom in and out from this portion. You could also, okay, let's uncheck this. Okay, sorry about that. Let's go back, country. So I'll select Nigeria, and I've clicked that, open. Now we have the tab for the data. So we have a climate change overview. You can click on climate change overview to actually check while you read through to, okay, what is climate change. Though the data is loading, you now look at the reading for climate change, and then you now have that you have each of these information is key. So you now see that understanding the big picture, what is climate change, and then you have the visualization for climate change with temperature difference. So this is the data. So it says that observe annual mean temperature from 1991 to 2020. So you could actually come here and then view. You could download the image as PNG or JPEG. So let's try downloading as JPEG and visualize that. So you can actually position what country you want, what particular country you want to view. Then you can now actually download that data. Then this is the interpretation in temperature rise. You see, the more the purple, the higher the temperature, and then the lesser the blue, getting the darker blue, the colder the region. So this is actually data. So let's check what we have. We've downloaded an image. Let's open it and see quickly. Then when you hover around here, you can see that you have the year. Okay, sorry about that. So actually I just downloaded part of the image. So I can now position this image to get the world view. Perhaps you could zoom out. Let's see, this is the max you could get. Okay, so if you want to have like the world overview, you can't actually get that due to the availability of the screen. So wherever position you want, perhaps let's say you want to focus when your focus around African region, so you could take it this way. Then you click and then go to the top here and get that image downloaded. Then in here is the data. As I hover around, you can see here that the year is changing significantly and gradually to this area here. So as you change the country, the data here also changes. So if I should select, it's not possible to select Nigeria alone. So this is generally for Africa. So how about downloading this data? When I click here, I can actually download view full screen. I can download it as a CSV, which is compliant with what do you call it, Microsoft Excel. So let's try and download it. Then we'll read off the data. So it's done. I'm going to run that open on my Excel. Just a moment, it's coming up. Now you could see that this is the data for the mean temperature and the category for the years from the year 1901 down to the year 2021. So you could actually use this data for your analysis, and of course don't forget to give the credit where it's due. Okay, so you could actually get, this is global average temperature anomalies, departure from this year to this year. Then you can have a lot of these, are a whole lot of data that you can make do with. You can actually have this downloaded, radiative forcing of climate between this and this. So you can actually walk through to understand what is in here, so that you can now see what area you could use to apply for your project. So some of them are, these are descriptive data, so these data are not really readily available for download, but they actually give explanation for a lot of things. So this can also help you in your area of climate change research as well. So let's go back to the top and look at other options for downloading images, data rather, sorry for that, data from this category. So let's go back and observe here. So and then this is country summary. You can go down and see the country summary based on Köppen climate classification, and this is Nigeria classification, and this is the graph. You can actually download a lot of data from here. We could download monthly climatology, mean temperature and precipitation of Nigeria. We can download the CSV. Let's download the CSV. You can directly download this chart without necessarily downloading the CSV. Let's open it and see what we have. Let's open it to see what we have. So as you can see in here is the mean temperature and also that of precipitation. So this is data readily available for you to get. These are so important. You can get this for a particular year. So let's go back to our data. So you can actually download this graph. You could download it as let's download it as JPEG and visualize it as well. So it's an easy to use platform. The World Bank project really did well with this particular data. So you could see this for Nigeria, though the Nigeria was cut short by the name. So you can actually just download the image and get your analysis ready for it. So you could do a lot of things with this data. Sorry for that, click something different. Okay, so let's go back. Okay, then you could just go down. See, this is observed annual mean from 1991 to 2020 for Nigeria. These data are quite resourceful. Then you can have the current climate. Let's click on current climate quickly. Then you can now explore current climate. Also you can now give your variable and time period. You can give mean temperature, max precipitation. You can actually calibrate the date you want. You could download this image. This is monthly climatology, mean temperature, mean and max. You could see the difference between temperature of this particular data. You could do a lot of things. This is also observed annual mean temperature for Nigeria. You could actually download this image readily, get the necessary. These are also whole data for you, and this is a whole library of resourceful information. So you can also see climate projections as well. Under climate projections, you can see mean projections. That's the projections from, you see, this is the year. You can calculate normal, mean, normally. You could do whatever, this SPP1, SPP2, multiple model. You can select the model, the time period you want from this year to this year. So you can actually project. You project. Once you do your setup here, you analyze it. Once you analyze, you see that if I should click, it changes the graph, and if I should also click here, it also gives a different information. So for every setup we make here, you have a different data here. You could see that. So this is very resourceful and helpful. When you're done analyzing with your setup, you can now download the image, or you could download it with the data so that you can have the data. And whatever you do, it has a whole lot of changes you could have. These are huge libraries of data, so you could actually leverage on this. This is very important. So that is that for that. Then you can see extreme events too. You check what you have here under extreme event. Let it load. This is Nigeria. We can see events like annual precipitation anomalies within. Then this is projected last precipitation anomaly, return period. You can see these are a whole lot of data that are readily available for you. Anything that is pertaining climate and precipitation, this is a wow platform for you to get engaged with. So I'll leave it here with you. You can now check on rigs too. You can check on sea levels. The data is quite resourceful. It's quite resourceful. You could make your different presets, you know. You can make your setup. There's always a graph for you here. Whatever setups you do from here, you always see the output here. That's one advantage for it. So you can actually adjust when you don't when you don't get the output you want. You could see that you can make adjustment even with temperature greater than this, you know, number of tropics and all that, scenarios. You can see time and period. All these are so enormous data for you. You could see them. You can see the pyramid also. This is a projected pyramid, populated pyramid for Nigeria between for this and this. So this is actually, if you choose a particular year, it starts from here. You could see the data, and you have the maps, you have the graphs, and you also have a whole lot of things. So it depends on what you want to use it for. You could calibrate it to your choice. Then sea level, let's check sea level lastly. What does sea level have for us? Okay, I think this data is yet to be uploaded. So you could do a whole lot of exploit with these. These are also data for you here. You could click here. This is WBG, climate change action. This is climate and disaster. This historic data. Once you click, it opens it on another window. Then you read off what you want there, and you easily download it. It has a whole lot of information on climate, both present and future. It's actually a PDF. You can have a study of this from 2021 to 2025. It's quite resourceful for any research pertaining climate change. So you can go on and on and on to get a whole lot of information from these data sets. You could check climate and disaster risks and all that, so you could enjoy the explore. So thank you very much for having your time on this one again. So do this, stay stuck to this channel. Do make sure you like, you subscribe to this channel, and recommend this channel, share it for much more wonderful experience and easy learning tutorials. Thank you very much.